Hello, dorks, geeks, and nerds. Welcome to the Nerd Zone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Scruffy Tales. And we're going to take a brief look at what I consider to be the second best fantasy battle ever in Hollywood history. And the battle in question is the Battle of Stirling in the movie Braveheart. A movie that's not historically accurate at all, which is why I consider the battle itself here to be in the fantasy category. I mean, it's the Battle of Stirling Bridge. You have no river, you have no bridge, you have weapons, gear, attire, costumes, clothing that is not at all historically accurate whatsoever in the slightest, which also makes this a fantasy battle essentially. You have the barbarian horde and you have the imperial or royal army duking it out on a big, vast open field. And I mean, if you think about this as a fantasy movie, a fantasy battle, it does have a whole lot to offer that is really, really good. So, why is this the best or second best fantasy battle ever made in Hollywood? Well, first of all, take a look at the arrows here. The English begin the battle with a barrage or a barrage of arrows, and it's not flaming arrows, right? It's not fire arrows. It's arrows, plain old functional arrows, not a flaming arrow in sight. There's not even a torch used in this battle. It's just ordinary arrows, right? Brilliant, brilliant. Take a look at this now. As we move on, take a look. Arrows all over the place, and they're not on fire at all. And then, of course, yeah, historical accuracy. I mean, the movie's known for it, right? And then take a look. Here we have more arrows. No fire. No fire at all. And, the arrows are doing what the arrows are doing. And I don't know why the Scots are waiting for so long before they raise their shields, but that's a different matter. And you can see what arrows are doing. Now, maybe volley fire wasn't exactly a thing as we're seeing here. Arrows were more used like a direct line of sight weapon where you took aim and actually hit where you wanted to hit. But take a look. This is also why this is such an amazing battle. Cavalry moves up. What is the main weapon? Lances. This is a cavalry charge with lances, not swords or anything. They have lances. Incredible. It's a Hollywood medieval battle where the cavalry actually uses lances. Amazing. It's an amazing sequence. It's an amazing battle. It is the second best battle ever made in Hollywood. Fantasy battle, I should say, because historical accuracy is thrown right out of the window. And I mean, you really get the sense of what a cavalry charge is like. I mean, you may bring up Battle of the Bastards all you want, but they're charging with swords in that battle. So if you want a really good fantasy battle, this is it. This is far better than Game of Thrones and Battle of the Bastards. I'll die on that hill. And I'm going to show you something funny here in the editing of this battle. They kind of mess things up. Let's see here. Okay, now we charge in. Lances are ready. Hold. And take a look. They haven't raised the spears yet, or the pikes. Take a look at what happens here in a moment. Charging in. Cavalry comes. Oh, tension. Let's see what happens. Hang on. Oh, lances are lowered. Now it's about to rock and roll. And what happens now? Hang on. Okay, there we go. We're going to have to move back a bit here. Take a look at this. What happens? Where is it? Here, take a look. At the end of the battle line here. Look at all the pikes. What? A bit of a mess up with the editing, isn't it? Anyway, moving on. And of course, Now the orders given, raise the pikes, after the pikes had already been raised. Okay, anyway, and the horses, of course, charges straight in to the trap set by the Scots. I mean, it's a brilliant fantasy battle. It's believable and it works, and it shows you how the barbarian horde defeats the imperial or the royal army in a very believable way. I mean, I love it. It's just brilliant. And then, of course, you get the standard Hollywood trope of armies rushing each other with infantry. They're not marching, they're not keeping formation, and yada, yada, yada. It is Hollywood after all. But the battle eventually ends with the Scottish cavalry moving around, attacking the unsuspecting British archers, or English archers. I mean, it's so you have flanking moves with cavalry, you have archers using proper arrows, and you have cavalry charging with lances. They're not charging with swords. I mean, it's a really good fantasy battle, and I think that the Battle of Stirling Bridge, minus the bridge, is actually the second best battle ever, second best fantasy battle ever in Hollywood history. Anyway, that's it. I hope I'll see you in the next one, and until then, bye.